All right. What up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's your girl, Jeannie, and you already know what it is. So let's just get into the energy. Let's see what's going on for the Virgo. We're going to be taking a look at the weekend energy. What does Virgo not see coming in the next few days? Okay. What's coming up? What does Virgo not see coming? Transformation, expected changes, new beginning, and personal growth. Okay, so you could have just taken part of some type of new beginning. Okay, this is giving me the energy of you starting something that is new. Like you started something recently. There it is. And whatever you started recently is going to have the expected growth that you were looking for. Whatever you started recently is going to present some type of growth or change or transformation. So you're going to see something blossom. Okay. What's going on with Virgo in the next couple of days, please? We have health conscious, doctor visits, working out, and dieting. So Virgo, I see you doing a whole lot of health related things. Okay. So you could be using pain as gain in the next couple of days. I see you motivated to do better in your health because of things that may have hurt you physically. Okay. So this is giving me the energy of like you stepped on the scale and now you're up 5 pounds and you don't like the way you look 5 pounds heavier. So you use that to motivate you to work out. It's this type of energy. There's going to be something that happens. Okay. And I feel like you may not be in control of it. Yeah. But it's just going to anchor you into working out. So this is giving me the energy of things pushing you into doing self-care is what I'm getting. Okay, very health conscious at this time. You could be dieting, you can find yourself working out excessively, you can be really focused on your outer appearance. What's going on for Virgo in the next couple of days? We have Clover. It says good luck, luck is on your side, prosperous relationships, and prosperous consciousness. Yeah. So whatever you're working on, your health consciousness is leading to good forth. You are good fortune. Your dieting, your working out is bringing luck on your side. So it's working. You're going to notice in the next couple of days that things are working and you're going to correlate this to a mindset. Okay. So this is the energy that I'm getting. You're focused on your health, your physical and mental well-being to cultivate more positivity because you have been strategically thinking and you know if you're unstubborn, uncompromising, you know if you are stubborn and uncompromising towards your goal, it's just a matter of time before a dream is fulfilled. Yeah, you already see the expansion. So there's going to be something that motivates you this weekend. First of all, it's going to be pain. You're going to be turning pain into gain, definitely. But there's also going to be some type of transformation, unexpected growth, or expected growth that is going to motivate you to lock in. Okay? And once you see things prospering, it's going to make you furthermore locked in. So I see you really enjoying your work, okay? Staying busy, making sure you don't have an idle mind, pouring into things that are working out for you and ignoring the rest. A lot of you could be into meditation. I see you meditating by the water. You can find yourself in the woods. There's something about solidarity, okay? Hermit mode energy. You could find yourself doing things like positive reflection. I'm telling you, positive thinking. This is all some type of mind tactic. Okay, so in the next couple of days, I see you taking control of your mental and knowing that your actions are the thing that brings about good or bad fortune. So you're more conscious on your actions to provide a prosperous good fortune energy because you understand something. So now you understand teamwork. Now you understand, okay? You're also attracting lovers. Yeah, yeah. Especially past people who see you come up, they want to work with you now, but you also are attracting people to want to work with you. So this is divine feminine energy. This is a prime example of what divine feminine energy is. When you put in self-care and you love yourself and you have a good demeanor, okay, when you know that luck is on your side and you believe it and that's a program, and you go out there open to the world in your high consciousness energy with positive thinking, you put out this divine feminine energy that magnetizes what you want and brings it to you. Okay, so I feel like you understand divine feminine energy to a T. It's just hard staying in divine feminine energy. Okay, so I feel like you're trying to focus and be dedicated, yeah, to standing in your power and focusing on the future, yeah, because you're trying to level up, yeah. You understand, you understand because you've been doing something and it has already got you attention. So you're gonna double down, you're gonna lock in. Okay, there's going to be a mixture of good and bad experiences, but what you know is you're not going to stop. You are not going to stop until you meet the level up. You're not allowing anything to take you out of your divine feminine energy until you manifest what you want into the physical. And you understand how things can take you out of this prosperous relationship, prosperous consciousness quickly. So you have to focus on what's good and drown out the rest. This is giving me the energy of going through it, but you still show up with a smile on your face, knowing that you cannot mess up your vibration. You cannot stop working. Is this type of energy. Okay? What's going on for Virgo? Heavy on the divine feminine. Heavy on the divine feminine. Okay? Divine feminine energy. This is divine feminine consciousness. Ace of Swords. It all comes from thought, strategic energy. Okay. Teamwork. Virgo. This is the work of the divine. The Ace of Swords to the High Priestess. King of Cups. Temperance. You know this is how you will attract a divine masculine, okay? Or this is you knowing how to balance your divine feminine, divine masculine energy in manifesting. We have the Magician. Stop playing with me. Queen of Wands, okay? The Magician to the Empress. This is you progressing in a way where you can then manifest abundance for yourself because you're using strategic thinking, you're listening to your intuition, and you're moving in a way where you're gonna be like sought after. Oh, there's someone who's planning to come towards you. So the divine is like getting you ready for this. They're getting you ready for somebody who's supposed to come towards you, prosperous relationship. Okay, you're manifesting finances, stability, and happiness, right? The universe is playing on you doing that to set you up with someone. This is weird. So you're either going to meet more prosperous people or you're being set up for some type of, yeah, the Hierophant relationship. So you could be meeting like-minded people, meeting more disciples, okay, meeting more divine feminine, divine masculines. uh, or this is you simply coming into balance with both and learning how to manifest with it. But I have a feeling that you think you are manifesting finances and career, and you may be, but you're also manifesting teamwork, a group of people who have also been set on a path to find each other. Again, we have the Ace of Swords, High Priestess, Empress. You think you're just listening to your self-conscious, right? Your subconscious. You just think you're listening to your intuition, but it's really like all being done for a reason, to fulfill a destiny. Queen of Pentacles. What's health conscious? Working out, dieting. Okay. It could also just be getting closer to summer and you want to go out there. You want to go out there looking good. What's the health consciousness? We have the Strength card upright. We have the World and the Eight of Coins. You know you're in your power when you can hold back from stuff, when you have a level of endurance. I'm hearing with the Strength card, to the World, to the Eight of Pentacles. Two of Wands. This is giving me the energy of you working hard to complete something. Okay. And then working hard again. Two of Wands. So whatever you are planning for takes a level of self-control to see it to the end. Eight of Coins. So this is giving me the energy of you finding things to keep you in. All right, sorry about that. I ran out of space and has to clear up space. But this is giving me the energy of the ending. Strength card. You're being motivated by the outcome to work hard currently. You know what I mean? This is like you enduring to the end, and it's hard work. So you have to take care of yourself in order to do this. What's this? The Four of Coins. That's the Four of Coins. And the Knight of Coins. What's the Four of Coins to the Knight of Coins? The Moon. The Page of Cups. Yo, so this is giving me the energy of something, allowing something to end and working hard on creating stability for yourself. Moon card. And this could have been like a difficult choice. You may not know what you're doing, if what you're doing will pay off, but you're still doing it. Yeah, you had you had the power, you had the strength to start something new. This could be a new job, a new hustle, new entrepreneurship, a new business. You had the strength to create something new, and you're being disciplined and working towards it, even if you don't know how it's going to turn out for you. Okay? But your intuition has been telling you to do this, and you finally have the strength to do it. So some of you could be leaving someone and going off on your own. Someone could be getting a new job and going off on their own. Somebody could be starting a new business and going off on their own. You're doing something that your intuition had told you to do, but you needed strength in order to do it. And now that you have it, You're working hard. You're working it out. You're staying, I heard steadfast. Why does the health have to do with this? The magician. There's something about your health. Be the Ten of Wands, the Star, and the Four of Swords. So there was something that you were doing that was stressing you out, causing you to not be in your divine feminine energy. And it was fucking with your manifestations. Okay? Fucking with you taking action. But now you have worked through something. With the Star card to the Four of Swords, you're doing something that helped your health. So you had to have strength to start something, to do something. And this new thing that you're doing requires you to pamper yourself, to take care of yourself. The Star card to the Four of Swords. And the thing that you do to take care of yourself has something to, yeah, the Six of Swords. What's the Star card? The Seven of Pentacles. Be the Five of Cups. The Devil. The Ten of Cups, the Six of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands. This is giving me the energy of you trying to do something. And whatever you were trying to do made it difficult for you to do what you were called to do. And what you were called to do is to pamper yourself. But what you have been called to do would make you lose out on your investments. So you've been obligated to your investments to continue to do it instead of your calling. With the Ten of Cups, the Six of Coins, it's you are obligated to do something because at one point it did bring you happiness and rewards. But with the Page of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles, whatever is giving you is no longer worth holding on to. Or doing this job that got you this money that you're happy with left little time and money to do what you were called to do. Two of Wands, future planning. Okay, so the divine has been orchestrating your life to give you enough strength to go towards your calling. And at first your calling, you will discover your calling in the pampering, the self-care that you do to withstand the pressure. So your calling has something to do with something that makes you feel better, that makes you feel healed or rejuvenated, like working out, dieting, talking. Like me, talking is very therapeutic. Okay, this is how I knew it was part of my calling. I can talk all day long, come up with speeches. I'm very persuasive. These types of things, but doing those things and indulging in those things make me feel better. This is how I know it's part of my calling. This is what I'm getting. So you've been being pushed to stop doing something that held you back from your calling. And they did this slowly over time. Okay? So you started getting less accolades and less promotions and less things doing what you were previously doing to show you this is not your calling. Page of Pentacles to the Nine of Wands. And this is the energy of being forced to do something new just to survive. And the new thing that you're forced to do has something to do with making you feel better. And this was all to get you to incorporate things that make you feel good. Okay, so they were trying to show you your calling via way of like pressuring you into it. And you had to have like enough strength to be able to even do this. What's prosperous consciousness? Luck is on your side. That's crazy. You're going to I'm sorry for screaming. You're going to realize that you are working hard to do something in a place where you are not supposed to be, and you're gonna see how where you're supposed to be, it's fruitful, it's easy, it comes with ease because it's a part of your thing that makes you feel good. It's a part of your calling. It's a part of something that you're supposed to do. That's why it's going to be prosperous for you. This is that energy. So you're being shown what your calling is via way of the prosperity of the relationship. If it bears more fruit, you know to go in that direction. So you've been being pushed into something that is more natural for you instead of having to survive in an environment that stresses you out, takes you out of your divine feminine energy, and leaves you in lack. What's luck is on your side? The Eight of Coins. Yeah, so there's going to be some type of work that pays off for you in a field or an area in which you are supposed to be in. What's Clover? Luck is on your side. We have the Nine of Swords. We have the Knight of Swords. We have the Queen of Wands, the Judgment, and the Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords twice. There's some type of consciousness that was developed from anxiety. So you move in a certain type of way. But with the Queen of Wands, the Judgment, this is the energy of you getting your power back after a betrayal. Okay? So your power involved your confidence, the progression you made in relationships. It came with your power. So you have to step back into your power and get creative. But there could have been something that happened that took you out of your power at one point. I also believe that there could be Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. There could be something that happens that causes you to stand in your power because you keep remembering the problems it caused when you were indulging in it. This is like a shitty job that gave you stress, okay? And the stress that it gave you took you out of your divine feminine energy because you were not able to prosper in this space. It caused for financial, physical, and mental issues. And this is you recognizing it. And instead of pouting, you get to work. The Hermit. What's the Hermit? The Nine of Cups. Yep. So after reviewing something, you get a good idea, right? You get a good idea. It's your intuition. Seven of Wands. The Queen of Swords to the Three of Cups. Oh, there was something done to you. Whoa. Okay, so your calling is going to be shown to you in the next couple of days. Your calling has to do with some type of betrayal that was supposed to cause an issue so that you don't go towards your calling. The Knight of Cups and the High Priestess. This is like this is like you knowing what your calling is and you know how to take steps towards it, but something that happened to in your past made you set up a boundary to protect yourself and be happy. Okay, but this boundary is in direct correlation or direct conflict with your spiritual calling. So let's just say you got hurt at a job and now you don't want to do that job no more. And that was purposely done so that you don't go towards that field anymore. Okay? But this is you protecting yourself. You set up that boundary to protect yourself and to be happy, right? But this is giving me the energy of you realizing that the enemy was trying to hurt you in a specific field so that you do not win in that area. Okay? And there was something about your consciousness that had to change about this area so that you can protect yourself and still win. Okay? So that was a bad example. Let's just say you were a person of service, you did a lot of donations, and somebody robs you in a donation, and now you're stingy, you don't want to donate no more, not knowing that that was your calling. Okay? But now you're in the energy of knowing, like, I can do my calling. I just have to have certain boundaries and certain things to protect myself to win. Yo, so this is giving me the energy of somebody programming you that you have to work hard to get money, right? So you started to work hard, but the work that you were doing was stressing you out. So you started to do some type of self care. This self care that you were led to do allowed you to see what your calling is. Whatever that is, you were damaged in that area. So this could be like self care, working out, and you're supposed to be a fitness coach, right? And you like to work out alone because you have bad experiences at the gym. But now that you're working out again, you realize that you can go and enjoy the gym and do it in a prosperous, happy way and fulfill your destiny. There's something like that here. Okay, the enemy tried to hurt you in the area of your spiritual calling in some type of way so that you would walk away instead of doubling down. Okay, so you're going to be shown a part of your spiritual calling, and it's going to be something which you have to have a prosperity consciousness about because of something in the past that could have messed up your consciousness pre-program, messed up your program thought of something. So this is like giving me the energy, somebody telling you that you don't have a good voice, so you stop singing. All right? And then you start singing again because it's something that you like to do. And you realize that you need a boundary to these haters to be able to live your life. This is that type of energy. Okay? These are just examples so that you know slightly of what I'm trying to tell you, but it's different from everybody. There was some area in your life where you were tricked out of your destiny and forced to work hard instead of pursuing your destiny. You're going to be forced back into your destiny, but it's going to take a level of prosperous thinking and protection to be able to thrive in this area. And now you know how to move in a divine feminine way to manifest these into fruition, to live on your spiritual path. Three of Pentacles. What's the Buddha energy? This is crazy. The divine is about to show you and make you understand your destiny so you can fulfill it. This is all happening this weekend. What's Buddha energy? Positive, reflective energy. Something could have hit you in meditation. You could be working out in a high vibration and all of a sudden something hits you and you get a download and now you understand. High priestess, I'm not playing, y'all. 2:12 on the clock. There's going to be a scenario where you're deep in self-care. This could be a meditation, but you're deep in something that brings you to a high enough vibration that you have a sudden download about something. You're going to be shown your destiny or a destiny. It could be another person, like I said. What's Buddha? Look at this shit here. Yo. The Ace of Coins, the Hierophant, the Six of Wands, and the Eight of Coins. Yo. This is the energy of God giving you a seed. And all you have to do is, you know, commit to it until you see it into fruition. Eight of Coins. It will be hard work though. This is also you being given something for your hard work. You being recognized for some type of hard work. There could be, okay, you could be learning your spiritual calling, the Ace of Pentacles, the Hierophant, which you were born to do. But this is also giving me the beginning of a new job, enterprise, or association that you are now committed to. Okay? With the Six of Wands and the Eight of Coins, you're now committed to this because you saw success in some type of way. That's why in the beginning I told you that there's going to be some type of expected change, transformation, and progress in something new that you birthed. Six of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles. This is giving me the energy of you creating the social media, doing something that you love, and then it blows up because you're in divine feminine energy. And you realize that this was your spiritual path this whole time, to be able to be paid for just being you, for doing the things that you love, for this is like getting monetized for doing self-care or singing, one of those talents, one of those jobs that is unconventional. And that's how you know it's your spiritual path, it's your spiritual walk. And furthermore, it's your spiritual path because you're restricted in that area. Eight of Swords, Nine of Swords. Like I knew I would be have something to do with speaking when I grew up, and I didn't know how to read, write, or speak. I can read out loud, y'all. I can give speeches out loud. When I was younger, I had problems. Okay, when I was younger, I had problems with um. Sorry, I'm out here looking at my camera. Anyways, um, when I was younger, I had problems with speaking, in the area of speaking and reading. And I realized that it was like the enemy's way of deterring me from my spiritual calling, because if I'm scared to speak, I'll never end up doing this. You know what I mean? There is something like this that was pre-planted to scare you out of your calling, out of your, I heard, divine nature. I also heard your spiritual right. See, the world likes to trick us into believing that we have to work for the world to get money, but there's something about chosen ones who know they have a spiritual calling, who know that they're meant to rule this world, who knows that the world will work for them. And I feel like, Virgo, this weekend you're going to be finding out that the world was supposed to be working for you, not you working for the world. And there's going to be something that puts you in divine feminine energy, and you have a high consciousness, prosperity consciousness, and you're going to understand. It's going to click. It's going to click all of a sudden, and you know what you have to do to make it happen. And it's because you're going to see something work out for you. What is this energy? Six of Wands, Eight of Pentacles. We have the Ten of Swords. There's going to be a lot of people who praise you for your work, but there's also going to be people who are feel betrayed by it, whatever that means. We have the Four of Wands, the King of Wands, and the Three of Wands. What's this? The Queen of Cups, the Two of Cups, and the Five of Cups, the Four of Cups. This is giving me the energy of you like Four of Cups. You like missing out on your spiritual calling by waiting for a relationship. Yo, this is giving me the energy of you. Whoa. Sorry about that, y'all. This is giving me the energy of you no longer waiting around for some type of relationship here. Okay? I feel like at one time you were waiting for a relationship, you were waiting for a certain person who could have betrayed you. Okay? You may regret this, or someone else may have made you wait and now they regret this. What's the Six of Wands to the Eight of Pentacles? The Empress. There's Seven of Swords. There's someone out here who is going to watch you prosper in your life calling, who betrayed you, and they're going to regret it. Okay? Because they're going to see you in divine feminine energy. Seven of Swords. What's divine feminine energy again? We have the Nine of Wands. We have the Seven of Cups to the Nine of Swords. There was someone here, the Four of Swords. Oh, this is the Chariot. Wow. Wow. Virgo. So this weekend, you're this weekend you are going to finally succeed in fulfilling your destiny. I feel like you put in a lot of hard work and was fucked over by someone you were waiting for and you regretted it. And it took a long time for you to get back into your divine feminine energy because somebody may have created an illusion around you of this is what you're healing from. Somebody broke your divine feminine energy in some type of way. Okay? They fucked over your divine feminine energy in some type of way, so it's hard for you to find your calling, live in your calling, and walk in it. And this weekend you're realizing how this bullshit was just the trauma that kept you away from your calling. But now that you're stepping back into this divine feminine energy, you're healing from whatever this illusion was that kept you stuck. that kept you thinking that you needed a team in order to have the crown. Okay? That's of the past. Now you know how to get it by yourself. Now you know how unlimited and eternal your Kundalini energy is. So this weekend you're going to have a huge revelation of your what your spiritual calling is supposed to be and the things that stopped you from getting in your calling. And now you're going to understand how to walk in your calling and fulfill some type of destiny. Okay? And this is all stemming from you doing something that's going to take off for you. The divine's going to show you which way to go by making it fruitful. And they're going to show you which way not to go by making it stressful. And once you understand the game the divine is trying to play for you, with you, you understand how to conquer it. Okay? Prosperous consciousness. I know if it's working out, luck is on my side. It's my destiny. But I know if it's not working out, luck is not on my side, that this is not my destiny. You're about to be shown clearly what you're supposed to be doing, where you're supposed to be doing it at, who you're supposed to be doing it with, by the fruit of it. Okay? And you're going to have a sudden realization that waiting on someone to pick you was not your spiritual calling. And it was actually hindering you from walking in your calling. Okay? What happens after Virgo starts fulfilling this destiny? We have the Ace of Cups in the reverse to the Four of Coins. You're no longer in love with someone. You're no longer emotionally attached to somebody. You cut someone off of your emotions. Four of Coins. All right. Yep. World card completely. Then we have the Nine of Coins in the reverse. Four of Coins, World card. What's the Nine of Coins? Two of Swords. What's this? The Lovers in the reverse. Okay. The Four of Cups. So what happens when you start thinking clearly, Virgo, this positive thought energy? You're going to be completely turned off of someone and you're going to hold back from them, and it's going to be a complete successful conclusion. Oh my Lord. There's someone here who's codependent that is not supposed to be your lover. There's this is giving me the energy of you cutting off things that fuck with your finances and cause domestic issues for you, because that is not your lover. It's going to be very simple, black and white. If it's not adding to the fruit, I cannot add to it. If it is taking away from the fruit, it has to go. If it's causing me financial issues, I must choose to drop it. This is that type of energy. So I don't know if this is just in love or if it's in work or life, period. But whatever is causing for depression and issues has to go. And once you understand that, you will be able to find good health, security, wealth, prosperity, world card. Eight of Swords. You couldn't see this for a while. You weren't able to see this. Four of Cups. So you may have missed out on the opportunity to live in your calling before. Eight of Wands. But now it's time. Two of Wands. Eight of Wands and the Two of Wands. Now you're taking action on these future plans. Six of Pentacles. And it will pay off for you. The Star card. You will find your calling. You will be paid for your calling. And you will fulfill a destiny. Queen of Pentacles. So this is the energy, Virgo. Over the course of this weekend, you are going to have sudden realizations about what is or was not destined to be in your life. And then you're going to take decisive action to go towards it. and it's going to pay off for you in a major way. You're about to find your calling, and you're going to know it is. This is like you being fed piece by piece your calling. Okay? The more prosperity it comes from whatever you're doing. This is how you know what your position is. You remember this I said earlier, you've been forcing a position to work and it's been stressful and not prosperous. So you know that is not your spiritual calling. So you're going to be led towards something that is. And when you get there, it's going to be easy. It's going to be prosperous. It's because that's how you know that's what you're meant to do. And this is how they're going to show you, okay? So get ready for it. Get ready for a change of direction that changes the course of your life and what you do in this lifetime, okay? You're at the point in life where you need to fulfill your destiny, or you will spend the rest of your life being stuck in a position that isn't meant for you. It's now or never. This is the energy that I have for you, Virgo. If you resonate with anything here, please give me a comment down below. Subscribe to the channel. See what's coming up next in Virgos. And you already know I'm very grateful and thankful for everybody watching. Peace.